What's up, everybody out there in YouTube land? 2501 here. Okay, guys, we got another Batman Contingency Plan. This one is interesting because it's Cecil from Alright, and this seemed interesting because Cecil's a lot like Amanda Waller from the Justice League series, so this just seemed kind of interesting. You know, Batman had a dossier on her, especially considering he not only found out who she was, he found out where she lived and showed up at her apartment while she was taking a shower. Creeper. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Okay. And go.
Contingency Plan Code.
Oh yeah, this is my
Prometheus.
multiversal wisdom.
Subject.
Prometheus.
Cecil.
And
Hiding
Cecil,
too many
Cecil,
secrets
whatever.
from the people around you is not often a good thing. Cecil Stedman is
Bruh.
proof of that. Ironically, so am I.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, oh hey there,
Cecil
kettle
has
name's
forgotten
Pod.
what those secrets are costing him.
Oh.
Cecil began as a government agent, taking orders and running black ops missions. Over time, he rose through the ranks, climbing his way to the top of the Global Defense Agency. He didn't get there clean.
No.
During a mission with the mercenary Brit, he was exposed to a weaponized gas known as Chemical X. It melted his skin, almost killed him.
Yeah.
Brit pulled him out. The GDA rebuilt him with synthetic skin,
Yeah.
all of it, except for the patch near his mouth. Cecil asked them to leave that scar, said it reminded him of the lives he failed to save that day. That tells you something. He never forgot the cost of weakness. He made sure he would never feel it again. Eventually, he became director of the GDA. During a terrorist attack on the Pentagon, Cecil discovered the same villains who nearly killed him years ago had secretly been recruited as assets by the agency.
Oh,
He executed them on the spot.
Ooh.
No hesitation.
Damn.
It got him thrown into a secret prison, but the then Director Radcliffe offered him a choice. Be the hero, or be the one who saves the world. Cecil chose the latter. From that moment on, he became something else entirely. He worked closely with Nolan Grayson, also known as Omni-Man. Cecil knew Nolan was lying about why he came to Earth, but he let him stay. Why? Because he saw him as a weapon, useful. Yep. As long as the planet was safe, he didn't care who got hurt. After Omni-Man betrayed Earth, Cecil shifted to Mark Grayson, Invincible.
That cost him a lot.
Guidance,
Just the title card real quick. Nice.
A communicator into his head, monitored everything, claimed it was for Earth's protection. But there was always a backup plan, always a button to push if someone stepped out of line.
Yeah.
He's not a metahuman, not in the traditional sense.
It did cost him everything,
but
though,
he
in the
might
end.
be one of the most dangerous men alive. Years of espionage experience, political power, a cold and strategic mind. His body was rebuilt after the Chemical X incident. It's likely he has cybernetic enhancements now. I've seen how he moves, how he fights. There's something in there. What's more troubling, though, is his ability to teleport. That technology isn't cheap.
Yeah.
He uses it all the time.
Yeah,
popping
exactly.
in and out of secure locations like a ghost. That's where your tax money goes, apparently.
Yeah, I know.
He commands
Bullshit,
reanimated
man.
corpses, the Reaniman, engineered by D.A. Sinclair. Corpses turned into programmable soldiers, strong, fast, nearly unstoppable unless you know how to disable their control units.
And actually be able to put up a fight even against a Viltrumite.
He has an army of them at his fingertips. He's used them to control threats, fight villains.
Yeah, where'd he get
even
the
attack
corpses,
Mark when
though?
he stepped out of line. And he keeps making more. Cecil is a chess master. He uses monsters, madmen, anyone who can get the job done. He calls it pragmatism. I call it reckless.
It is. He is.
Which brings
he
me
goes
to the
too far.
contingency. Step 1 is containment. The teleportation is the key. Without it, he's just a man in a room.
Well, I mean,
To
the
stop
JLA does it
I would
too.
deploy a
They have
space-time lock,
They
a
have
field
teleportation.
generator that seals off the area from
Mortal.
dimensional shifts and teleportation. It scrambles spatial coordinates, making it impossible for any portal or gate to open. I would set them around high-risk areas, his office, the GDA main hub, known fallback zones. Once active, the locks form a grid he cannot escape. Step 2 is neutralization. He isn't a physical powerhouse. He's not a brawler. But he's dangerous because he's always prepared. So I would treat him the way I would a compromised government server. Multiple intrusion points, coordinated attacks, simultaneous pressure, non-lethal incapacitation gear, electromagnetic pulse devices to short out any cybernetics or control implants, and sonic countermeasures to neutralize any potential countermeasures. Cecil always has
Countermeasure for your
surprises.
countermeasures.
That's why monitoring is essential. Full satellite coverage, spy drones, digital footprints traced in real time. Every conversation recorded,
Damn.
every action observed. His network must be infiltrated from...
See, something like this really forces Batman to use all of his resources, because this guy has just as much. You know, it's not a matter of a physical fight, it's just a matter of logistics. You got all of Batman's logistics versus all of Cecil's logistics. And it is actually something that, you know, from my perspective, I think, is an interesting fight. It's like a real head game, you know?
From the inside and outside. Algorithms trained to detect irregular movement and subroutines that can trigger automated countermeasures. I would even create false crises to study his response patterns and make sure he's not operating under hidden protocols. And if he ever tries to deploy the reanimant again, I'll have Sinclair's original schematics on file. I can trigger a cascade override that shuts them all down, permanently.
Ooh.
I wouldn't kill him, but I'd take him apart piece by piece until there's nothing left but the truth.
Ooh, that's actually
People ask me
ominous.
why I make contingency plans. They say it's paranoid. Maybe it is. But Cecil Stedman is what happens when there are no checks, no lines drawn.
True.
He and I are alike in some ways.
So,
We work in the dark. We make choices others can't. But I still believe in lines, rules. He believes the ends justify
yeah,
everything.
there you go. That's his problem.
That's why he has to be watched. Why a plan must
I
exist.
need you, Cecil.
Because men like Cecil don't stop themselves. And the more you let them win, the more the world starts to look like them. I protect Gotham. I'll go far to keep it safe. But I'll never become the thing I fight. That's the difference between us. That's why this plan exists. And that's why I'll never need a scar to remind me what I am, because I'll remember.
Wow.
Always.
He's already got scars. Okay, that was a good one. That was really awesome. I love that. Okay, guys. So, yeah, I would definitely recommend you guys like this video and definitely click on the link to the original in the description, like the original, and sub to Multiversal Wisdom. Yeah, he only has over 50k subs. Come on, guys. We got to help him out. Get him to 60, 70k. And please subscribe to me, guys. I'm still trying to get this channel up to 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Excuse me. Hoping I can pull that off. With your help, I can. And I will see you guys next time. Tune in every day for